Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry for the Hall of Famer is the boss, Jerome Bettis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 20.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Now Bettis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A carry now for Bettis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on 1st down with Marino. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. An all-pro in 8 of his 9 NFL seasons. It's Jim Brown with him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. For one unit I know you touches that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Marino's pass, intended for Devontae Adams, incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 3rd down, Marino. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
4th down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
And 10 at the 2-yard line.
A run. This is Bettis. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now...
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Trubisky now down around his goal line. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Lockett the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky.